Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant video. I'll be honest, I got this recommendation from Black Bigelow, who actually talked about the situation, and I'm not gonna be honest. I did take that into consideration, and I will be giving my thoughts because happens to be Saucy and Honey. So, apparently, a pretty popular YouTube group that does like pretty much these prank videos. They do like all these weird videos, cringe videos for clouds, like what you're about to see right now. As I explain what's going on in the picture, you have a better understanding of how disgraceful and disgusting these cloud chasers are. And you can tell by one of the mugshots, you can tell the girl is pretty much proud of what she did. So basically, this is kind of gonna relate to what I'm talking about. So basically, they videotape themselves staying inside of a Target, and they tell their viewers while they're streaming. I'm pretty sure while they're live streaming, I didn't really bother to watch a video because they look boring, to be honest. So she tells her viewers, "Oh, our plan for the day is to stay at Target for the entire night." But then they eventually contradict themselves, saying, "Oh, don't try this at home," when in reality nobody should attempt this in the first place. But either way, they did it anyway. So pretty much they're really stupid. I think it was 3 a.m. There was a video, a camera, security footage of them leaving the property at 3 a.m. And that's how eventually these two got their own. They pretty much got their own mugshots right now. But I'm gonna explain why, whether it's a prank or not. Even if you're doing it for YouTube, doesn't mean you can record anywhere. You have the right to record yourself, especially if it's private property. Some people, this is where I have to bring this up. Some people believe that you can pretty much, because it's a free country, you can record anywhere. Some places they don't even allow you to record unless you have their permission. One, because people, like, you kind of have to, like, even though it's pretty much, it's obviously their rules, but some people need to realize there are people who have this mentality. They have the idea that their business might be sabotaged, considering that could be the reason why, or it just makes people around them, the customers, feel uncomfortable. Their people don't want to be on camera, especially when you're revealing their face, what they look like. And although you're not asking for their names, yes, but there are people who just fear being on camera, who simply just don't want to be recorded ever in public. Because people might, especially when you post on YouTube, wherever, they feel someone out there on the internet is going to judge them because, "Oh, look at this guy, he's ugly. Oh, that's a fine woman. Like, where can I where can I even go and meet her?" But that's just how I think about it. But either way, they pretty much incriminate themselves. You can't just simply attempt to walk in and then stay inside of a private property for the entire night, because one, imagine if there was security. I'm surprised security did not catch on top. Besides the camera, I'm surprised there was no other person within the Target, because at that point they would have been immediately arrested for trespassing, and they would have somebody on camera evacuating them. So that would have been a nice way to see how karma would deal with them. And basically, I wouldn't even consider them Team Rocket. Team Rocket was actually clever. And the thing about Team Rocket, they don't try to incriminate themselves. Yeah, they have that huge speech, but the reason why I even bring up Team Rocket, because you always have because I was thinking of a Pokemon episode where Jesse and James, even though there's no Meowth, they went inside of a building in the middle of the night, but they were sneaking into the vents. And obviously the reason why it's important that I bring up, because we also obviously Jesse and James, one of them is male and female, so that's what I'm trying about. But the thing is about these guys, I wouldn't consider them close to clever as Team Rocket. Although Team Rocket doesn't go to jail, I've never seen a time Team Rocket's been arrested. But because when I think of Target, I think of that's where all the Pokemon, where they stash all the Pokemon cards, because that could be the reason why people, this is a good reason for them to get arrested, because either way, even if they weren't intending to steal anything, there's a chance that they had the opportunity to steal. And either way, even if they had no attempt to steal, there was no reason to be there in the first place, because it is considered trespassing. For the hundredth time, you have no right to enter someone's property, even if it's not a house, whatever. You have no right to even be there in the first place, unless you own the property, you own the area, you own the place. Which is clearly what these people aren't really getting, because I want to make this simple. I want to be very clear and concise. I'm trying to use simple words. So for people who have the brain of adult, who don't even have the brain of the adult, honestly, you don't have the brain of an adult. Because you do, like I said, you tell your viewers not to do this, you shouldn't have attempted anyways. Because I think this is what you regret, because you will eventually, it doesn't seem like she has regrets though, honestly. Because any person with common sense, they would know not to do this, one, because this will give YouTube a reason to demonetize them. It's gonna be harder to look for an actual job, especially when you have a criminal record. Pretty much these two have a criminal record, so they think they will be able to sustain their monetization. Nope. They think they're gonna be able to sustain a job. Nope. Because of a failed attempt to do a funny prank video, which clearly was not funny. It was just stupid. And I don't find them funny, like, seriously. Because I'm thinking, like I said before, these are people who are trying so hard to get clout. So, because what I'm curious, how will you benefit from clout if you're not putting effort into your videos? Clearly, they did not put effort. It's more like, oh, I'm gonna do something stupid, get myself in trouble. If that's the only way more people watch my videos, yeah, because we live in a world where people like to see a lot of negative videos. They like to see videos that have a negative influence, because those are the most popular. Simply because it's more interesting, it's more entertaining, and those are the videos that thrive the most, kind of like horror movies and animated and action thriller type of films. Like that's the point I'm trying to make, because yeah, it's always best to have like good videos, in a sense where people can kind of actually be relieved. They can kind of be able to watch with their kids, make it like a family content. But people don't there are people out there who think it's not entertaining. Why? Because it's not something different. It's something that just feels too similar to the videos that they've watched in the past. Kind of like parents pampering their kids, or like, I feel like the best type of videos, if you want a good content, why not watch how to do videos, or how to succeed, or how to like practice on certain hobbies, how to improve on certain hobbies or occupations. Those would be best content if you're looking for just simply quiet and nice, calm content. But in this case, this is not a good content. This is not great content, because you know that's what happens when your ego is so focused and emphasized on clout. Your brain becomes desensitized, and then you have this drought where it's like, yo, I want to keep doing it. I want to just keep doing all these stupid attempts, regardless whether I get in trouble. Chances are the police don't care. Well, the police may have not cared. They may not care, but they'll be scared. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, I expect more upcoming content later in the future. But then and before I end here, I want to tell you how long they've been sentenced for. So I'm sure during the courtroom, while they're in front of the judge, they have been sentenced for 7 years. Some people believe that may be harsh, but they didn't think about it. They didn't think about it before they decide to do this stupid crime in the first place. Before they decide to sneak in and target like it was somehow a good idea, which was never in the first place. And again, whether they deserved it or not, like, the chances are they're going to be there longer in the county. So is me, because my advice: keep your priorities straight before you decide to do stupid shit. and try to sort yourself before you make any kind of content that revolves around prank videos. Because some prank, a lot, I won't say a lot, but there are certain prank videos that have to do with committing stupid felonies, pointless crimes, and that's how these people end up getting exposed, because they're incriminating themselves. Just like I said, I did a video of this. They don't put a lot of thought into it. They just care about clout. So that, in a way, desensitizes the way they think, and they don't approach the situation the right way. End up getting numerous amounts of trouble, numerous amount of calls, numerous amount of messages, and they get a lot of backlash. And again, that is the point of what I'm trying to make, is if you do these videos, try to sort it out, try to think things first before making this attempt. And again, be able to think of how to improve your content, and that it is important that your life comes first before clout. And again, like I was saying, be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.